They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
How'd you know that he was a Templar?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face.
Ah.
Kalari learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
Yes. Yes, he is. And we get to say our Templar this time because we're romancing him. Yay!
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Do we actually need one, though? Like, we can keep going as we are.
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that.
Fair.
Once you've sealed the breach, it's gonna be time to make decisions. Someone's gonna have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Okay. That's actually one of my favorite bull lines. It could happen. It won't, but it could. I like quote that so randomly in my life all the time for some reason. I don't know why. So if you ever hear me saying that on stream or in another random Let's Play, it literally is from this moment.
Yes.
Is everything okay? You were just kind of standing there looking sad. I guess I'll talk to you later.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Bye. So was Bull, I know I said we need to talk to Bull. We already, do we double check with, I feel like we talked to Blackwall. Our inventory is empty. Is there anything? I think we're actually good. Like, I don't think there's really any, good day, any new conversations or anything like that. So let's, yeah. Oh, you know what? Liliana, real quick. I believe we did all the conversations we should with her, but I like to double check because I feel like hers stack up really easily.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you care so much about mages?
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Sometimes I wonder if she's referring to Wynn in part 2, because Wynn is such a interesting but wholesome figure in DAI that, like, I definitely could see that also having shaped part of how Liliana sees mages overall. But I'll talk to you soon.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay. I do believe we're, like, ready to go. I'm so excited. I have not gotten the mages since Riley, which I think was 2020. Maybe 2021. It's been a minute. Well, let's go do this. Oh, I gotta see. I don't know if we actually have any the thingy majiggies to do, because that made sense. You know what I'm talking about. We got this. Okay, so we got. Right, we're there, so we're good there. Where is more healing potions? Can't go wrong with that. Orlay, what is this one? Choose, I'm not ready to choose the successor. Improve stability. Okay, Cullen, our soldiers can do sweeps of the area. Yes. Thank you. Love that. Secrets of Andraste. I thought we did this.
Let's see what we have.
Interestingly, the runes are Almari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of these runes translate intelligibly, meaning it's all in code. According to the translator, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious, I'll continue translation efforts. Huh. Okay. So, offer from the Blades. Oh, okay. We cannot openly... They work for you. We know little of this group. We could use their resources. Soldiers can deliver. You know what? Let's go with this. Because I would like to collect secrets as well. Oh, right. So we got another. The Almari runes found in the mountain passage outside of Haven have finally given up more of their secrets, pointing to one of the larger islands off the northern coast of Ferelden. The island is quite large and covered in dense wilderness. The Guardian. No, let's do Liliana's again.
Let's see what we have.
So we found what we were looking for, an ancient vault all but buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island, no doubt untouched for over 1,000 years. The effort to open the vault without setting off traps was considerable, and what we found within was interesting. According to an agent named Ryan, this was the retreat of one of the last of Andraste's disciples, a guardian who had fled some manner of attack on the site of the sacred ashes. He expected reinforcements by other disciples who never arrived. Whatever texts the man thought to preserve have mostly crumbled, but we recovered a number of other artifacts from the site. It's a significant find that will undoubtedly prove of great interest to the Chantry scholars, even if it will take them years to sort through all the debris. So, I wish we could get more of that. Like, that lore always is just my favorite. But if you decide you want to go with the Templars, Champions of the Just, because it says, like, it'll make it impossible. So there is that. But this time, we're going here. So Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under control of the Magister. Recommended level 4. So I don't even know what level Jen is. I'm going to call it
We don't have
enough.
the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
It really can't.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
Oh, it 100% is. It's super nice of him, though, to invite me into the trap itself.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me?
He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you.
Oh, good.
Not this again.
It's probably
Redcliffe
true.
Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die, and we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister...
Has outplayed us.
No. No, he hasn't. I refuse to be outplayed by the Magister. It can't be over. It can't. He's too interested.
The Magister's son, Felix, told me Alexius is in a cult that's obsessed with me. I doubt they'll graciously receive our apologies and go about their business.
They will remain a threat, and a powerful one, unless we act.
Exactly.
We cannot accept defeat now.
Well,
there
I'm not
must be
going
a
to.
solution.
There has to be. We just need another way in. Can't we sneak in? Isn't that how y'all saved, Redcliffe once?
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer? A watercourse? Something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Focus their attention on Trevelyan, while we take out the Tevinters. It's risky, but it could work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
Dorian!
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
I mean, you're kind of not ordering me to do this. I am 100% volunteering. Trust me when I say volunteering. Okay, so Dorian has to come with us. Yay! We're gonna bring Cassandra and Vivienne because I think that this will be very interesting. I didn't bring stuff for Dorian. That's okay. In my heyday, I used to pre-plan and like craft Dorian all this awesome stuff so I could give it to him the moment we got there. We're gonna wing it today though.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Mistress Trevelyan alone. The rest will wait here.
No. They're my negotiators. I'll say something stupid if they don't come with me.
They have to accompany me. You wouldn't deprive me of my attachés, would you?
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Fiona. I just mixed emotions because you signed away your fate to Alexius. So I feel bad. I do for everybody else, but you signed it all away.
Of course she trusts you, Alexius. I'm sure lots of people put their lives in your hands. You have one of those faces.
Yes, the Magisterium tells me that so often. Shall we begin our talks?
I love how ominous this is from like the get-go.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Absolutely, positively nothing. I'm taking the mages and I'm leaving, and I love this response because it is so full of audacity. Like, it is the definition of audacity.
Nothing at all. I'm just going to take the mages and leave.
And how do you imagine you'll accomplish such a feat?
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
Your trap's literally already failed. Your kid's worried about you. Which is great. I'm not. I'm just worried about getting my mages and going and making sure you don't do stupid things, but your trap's over.
We made sure to disarm your trap before we came in. I hope you don't mind.
I've yet to see your cleverness, I'm afraid. You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
Okay, the way Genevieve walked towards him instead of away from him is such a good, like, way to have done that, because in normal circumstances, when somebody who you would perceive as being more threatening than you walks towards you the way Alexius does, you would take a step back, right? You like kind of subconsciously take that step back from danger, whereas Genevieve like legitimately just walked into it. She was like, I don't even give, you know, a shit. Like, I'm just walking into this. Here I am. Like, let's tango kind of thing. What was supposed to happen?
If I'm a mistake, what exactly was the breach supposed to accomplish?
It was to be a triumphant moment for the Elder One. For this world.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
What kind of power? Like, sincerely, where would he have gotten that power, Genevieve? Girl, Where would he have? You're a fanatic. You know that, right? Like, it's kind of terrifying how fanatical you are already. And we just got started walking down this path.
Blah, blah. My cult is better than yours. I've heard it 1,000 times.
It's true.
Well, you know, it's a chance for the Imperium to really one-up that whole starting the Blight thing.
That's
He
fair.
will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
I like it how the Inquisition soldiers just come in like
dead,
badasses.
Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
No!
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Hi. Okay. This. Dorian, you doing okay? Okay, you. Good. Oh, we're level 9.
Displacement.
I got the prison key.
Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when.
Right.
Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Dorian, that doesn't sound good at all. Like, at all. Because, you know. How far, though? Like, where are we?
Did we go forward in time or back, and how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back.
Okay.
If we can.
Please don't say it like that. We have to be able to get back, Dorian. I have things to do. What was supposed to happen?
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
Actually, sadly, it does. But the other interesting thing is that it was a rift that he opened to basically alter time, which is just another part of the rifts that we don't necessarily talk about enough, because normally the rifts in the game, all they do is just tear open the sky and demons pour out. But now we're seeing it mixed with time magic. So, like, you could then make the case that if you went through the right rift or wrong rift, you could end up somewhere entirely different and not necessarily in the Fade. You could end up in a different timeline of the world. And, oh man, can you imagine? That's something. What about the others?
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
It's not as comforting as it should be. Do you know who the Elder One is?
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some Magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
I mean, does it ever when you're looking for ultimate power? You just want the ultimate power, Dorian. Get with the times. Do you have a plan?
You have a plan to get us back, I hope.
I have some thoughts on that.
Oh, good.
They're lovely thoughts. Like little jewels.
Uh-huh. Dorian? Dorian, come back here. What do you mean by lovely little thoughts that are like jewels, Dorian? Cause that's not enough for me. Auto level up. Thank you. Dorian gets all this power. Do I have stuff for you? Oh, wait, no. I don't think so, but let's see what we got. Literally. I mean, it's a 72 though, which is nice here. Can you wear that? And then do we have accessories? I think yes. And then what is this one? Oh, you know what? Let's give you Constitution and then yeah, wait, is this a lightning bolt one too? Yeah, he already has a lightning bolt. That's fine. And then we did that. So what's left for the belts? Sure. That sounds great to start. I love everything about that. Staff, we sold everything. Okay. Okay, it didn't actually give me that, so that's good. Ferelden officer bow. This place, this whole quest line is probably the closest I feel like you get quest-wise to the old school days of like DAO, with just like how horrific it is when you see the people that are just like being engulfed by the red lyrium, and when you hear what's happened, and when you go outside and you see what's happened to the world, it's absolutely positively horrific. And it makes me sad. Like, I know I've mentioned this numerous times before, but it does continually make me sad that you can't do both Templars and mages in the same playthrough, just because of like how important this quest is, and then how important the Templar quest line is. Let's see.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't
He has, yeah.
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen.
Really?
This is not an improvement.
Okay, considering that you just said the artwork in this place before was tacky and that this isn't an improvement, that's very sad, actually. Again with that, though. That statue with the head. Because isn't that similar to the one that we saw in the Oasis? It's interesting that you keep seeing that one over here, too. Anybody here? All these bones. I like it that a lot of these are materials. Because, like, I love crafting so much. Anything... Okay, there's that. Here. You can hear the lyrium, like the red lyrium kind of singing too. Which is just always just a really nice touch. You know. I thought you could talk to him. Or hear him talking. Oh, Dorian. Oops, no, it's not bad. Is it better than what you have now? No. I think... What is your stuff right now? Yeah, it's the same. Nobody here. Nobody here. Nothing there. Except a dead Inquisition soldier. And you. Hi! There is no watching out. Okay. Jen! Okay. Good. Jen, do you need a health potion? Okay. Probably. Thank you. So, I forget. We'll go this way first. I used to have we have to go one way first, but today we're just rolling with it. We're gonna do it all. I forget who's down. Is there anybody in here? So I believe there's supposed to be a cell for each of your companions. Like, I want to say Bull might be in this one or something like that. So depending on what companions you bring will depend on what cell you're in, which kind of makes it better for like replayability. So if you end up doing this quest a bunch of times and you want to bring in a whole bunch of like different companions every time, you'll kind of find them in new spots, which was nice. A nice way to do it.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
Cassandra.
You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Mako, forgive me. I failed you. I failed
didn't.
everyone.
No, you
the
didn't.
The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
Hey, Dorian. Apparently I'm dead. I didn't die.
I'm not back from the dead, Cassandra. I just got... Well, this is hard to explain.
I was there. The Magister obliterated you with a gesture.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time. Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
Yeah, that's what Dorian says we'll be able to do.
If Dorian is right and can actually reverse the spell, then yes.
Alexius is master. After you died, we could not stop the Elder One from rising. Empress Celine was murdered. The army that swept in afterwards, it was a horde of demons. Nothing stopped them. Nothing.
I like it how you learn about the horde of demons, or like the army of demons, in unique ways between the two quests.
I should have been there to help you.
You're here now.
Okay. And then, because we lucked out, Vivian's right across the hall. Or, cell.
What
Hi.
is this supposed to be? A pretend rescue to gain my trust?
No.
You think I'd fall for that?
Actually, no. I think you'd be the last person to ever fall for that.
You have to admit, the old fake your own death, travel through time, rescue your allies trick is a classic.
Well, if you're one of Alexius's little minions, at least you're clever.
No trick, I'm afraid. Alexius accidentally sent us through time.
He sent you to this time? Was that meant to be a fate worse than death?
Probably. Probably is.
Maybe, but I'm not sure if it'll be worse for me or him.
Perhaps the rest of us are the losers in this contest. So, lead on. Anywhere is better than this place.
I like it how Vivian hasn't
Head
lost
to the throne
Vivian
room, my
yet.
dear.
Okay.
The guards whisper that Alexius has locked himself inside.
Okay. We'll do that. Like, I like it how it doesn't seem like she lost herself. Like, she's still holding on to who she was, which I can't imagine was easy, given everything that she's gone through. Through this door. Anybody else in here? I want to find Fiona. Because I have found a sigil. Oh my gosh, we found the sigil. Is that really my first sigil? I won't be using them. I don't, if you're new, I don't like negative positive things. Like, I don't know, I've never enjoyed that style of like leveling or gearing up your character. So we'll be skipping that. But first, the other side. I think that's Dorian's fire rune. And now we'll get to see how this group works together, which will be very nice. It is terrifying. There you should... No? Not here. Not there. Here. Fiona?